This here is Scotch broom in seed pod form. It's an invasive species because those pods pop open and spread their seeds far and wide. So you can see they all just kind of dot the landscape and they just take over an area. Because they outcompete everything. And yeah, of course they are an invasive foreign species. They were brought over, I believe, by colonizers or those who followed, because it has pretty yellow flowers. And people, in their idiocy and self-centered mindset, had no consideration at all that maybe you shouldn't bring over this huge bushy plant into a totally different ecosystem where it has no predators and it can reproduce way better than everything else. And now here we are, who knows, a couple hundred years later, and some areas are just so choked out by it that the native populations are at risk. And I think that is just some poetic symmetry, right? It's like, not only did colonizers, the humans took over an area, choking out the natives that were living there, but also we brought over plants so that our plants also take over the native landscapes. God damn it, humans. Colonizers, for fuck's sake. You really did a fucking number on this place, Things could have been so different if you hadn't had such a terrible mindset and actually worked with the indigenous tribes and used some humbleness. But no, you had to come in with your colonist mindset, be like, I'm the best, you are all savages, here, don't worry, here, hold my drink, I got this, right? Oh fuck, hundreds of years later, everything is so fucked. Our whole planet is in complete crisis mode because we think that we know what we're doing, to the point where we destroy everything around us, because the fact is we don't know what we're doing. We have zero fucking clue. But you know who did know what they were doing? Was the indigenous tribes who have lived on this land for time immemorial. You didn't see them coming up with oil spills and plastic pollution. Right? Nope. In fact, the trails that they would use to cross the country were dotted with edible and medicinal plants, because they would intentionally go and farm, not even farm, just intentionally forage, so that no matter where you were, you always had food, And we just completely lost this knowledge, right? Because we were uprooted and we came here. We don't have those ties with the land. And so it just laid forgotten for centuries. But we're learning, I think. At least I'm learning. I'm rewilding and unlearning and getting back to the sacred medicine that is here in this forest. The native species we have here is so much alder, which the inner bark is a great medicinal. We've got pine, huge, great source of vitamin C. We've got a variety of berries. We've got salmon berries, blackberries, even though the Himalayan blackberry, the one that's also an invasive species taking over the lands, is another issue. But yeah, so many berries and fruits and medicine, cedar. There's so much goodness here. There's so much richness. If you just look on the ground, you're gonna find something. But you have to know, and you have to want to find out. Wow. So if you want to know, and if you want to find out, let me know. I really want to teach more people about the environments that we live in, that we pass day to day and don't even realize what's here. But yeah, alright. Oh, look at this. A can, because who cares, right? It's just a forest. It's just a forest. It's just a gravel road through a forest. Like, who cares? I know it's aluminum. But still, it's also optics. If you see a place that is just full of litter, you're going to be more inclined to litter it because your sense of worth of that place has been degraded because we have degraded it. And then it's a feedback loop. So that's why I keep things clean, because when people see it's a clean space, just hoping that they will think twice before throwing their trash somewhere it definitely does not belong. Like, oh my god, okay. So I can rant forever. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll start making a web series. Because, yeah, this is fun. And I have a lot of opinions of a lot of things. So, goodbye for now. This was Rant number 1 of Vancouver Island.